Okay, dear student, in the series of e-lectures, in last 2 or 3 lectures, we have discussed the need of 8254 programmable interval timer, how it counts, okay, and the architecture of this 8254 PIT. Okay, so in today's lecture, I will tell you the control word format for this 8254. Okay, so I have drawn the control word format over here. It is of 8-bit command. Okay, during the initialization, microprocessor will give this command to the 8254 and it goes to the control word logic. Okay, now the programmer can decide how this 8254 will work, okay, through this control word format. Okay, so now we see the details of this control word format bit by bit. Okay, these commands are given to the control word logic during the initialization. The values of command that is set by the programmer is given to the control word, but it will not apply to all the counters. It will apply to only one counter that we have selected through the first 2 bits. Okay, SC1 and SC2. Okay, I have written over here SC1 and SC0. Sorry. So SC1 and SC0 are select counter 1 and select counter 0. Okay, these are the select counters, and as we are having 3 counters, see here in the architecture we are having 3 counters. Okay, so we require 2 bits to select one of them. Okay, so through these 2 bits we can select any one counter out of these 3 available counters. Okay, if we keep these bits 0 0, which will select the counter 0. Okay, and now whatever values of remaining bits we keep, that will be applicable to counter 0 only. Okay, so by selecting 0 0 over here, you can select the counter 0. Now whatever the values of these bits, okay, that will be applicable to counter 0 only. Okay, in the lecture of architecture I told you that all these 3 counters are independent of each other because they all are having their own signals. Okay, so they are not dependent to each other, they are independent of each other. Okay, so whatever we decide through the command word is not for whole 8254, but it is for one counter only. Okay, so based on these 2 bits we can select counter 1 by setting 0 0, counter 0 by setting 0 0, counter 1 by setting 0 1, and counter 2 by setting 1 0, and the last option 1 1 is for read back command. Okay, I will tell you about this read back command. Okay, now do not concentrate on this. Okay, just concentrate on this, that through these 2 bits we can select any of the counter of this 8254, and the whole command word will be applicable to that particular counter only. Okay, now see, these are the mode bits. Okay, to select one of the mode. Okay, and there are 6 mode in 8254. I will tell you the mode. I will take a separate lecture for that modes. Okay, so there are 6 modes, M0, M1 and M2. I have put 3 bits for selecting one mode out of those 6 mode. Okay, you know, to select one out of 6 we require 3 bits. Okay, so 3 bits will give us the combination 0 0 0 to 1 1 1. Okay, so out of those 0 0 0 to 1 1 1, 0 0 0 to 1 0 1 to select mode 0 to mode 5, total 6 mode. Okay, so if I have given 0 0 0 over these 3 bits, then mode 0 will be selected. If I have given 1 0 1 of these 3 bits, then mode 5 will be selected. Suppose a person gives 101 address. Okay, then it will be mode 5 which will be selected. Okay, now a person wants to confuse the 8254 and it gives the 110. Okay, the 6th number 110. Okay, so that 110 will not confuse 8254 because 8254 has provision for that 110. Okay, see here I have put the don't care condition, okay, over here, so this can work as 0 as well as 1. Okay, so if I if a programmer give 0 over here, then 0 1 0 means mode 2 will be selected, and if someone give 1 over here, then for that 1 1 0 also this mode 2 will be selected. That's why I put cross over here as well as over here. So if a programmer gives 0 1 1, obviously mode 3 will be selected, but if anyone gives 1 1 1, so for that 1 1 1 also this mode 3 will be selected. So for 0 0 0 to 1 1 1, for all these 8 combinations, mode from mode 0 to mode 5, one of the mode will be selected. Okay, for selecting mode 2 and mode 3 we are having two options, 0 1 0 or 1 1 0, and 0 1 1 or 1 1 1, and for the rest of the modes we are having only single option for select the particular mode. Okay, so suppose if I give 0 0 over here and I give 1 0 1 over here, so what does it mean? For counter 0 to work in mode 5, because 1 0 1 means mode 5 and 0 0 means counter 0, so that counter 0 will work in mode 5. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Now see this bit BCD. Okay, if this bit is 0, then it is known as binary counter, means hexadecimal number, and if this bit is 1, then it is known as BCD counter, decimal number. Okay, so this facility is given to the programmer. A layman calls decimal number, but in computers it is called BCD numbers, binary coded decimal numbers, means binary form of those decimal numbers. Okay, the processor works on binary numbers of hexadecimal number, because our system works on hexadecimal number, and when it is converted into binary form, okay, so that particular number is hexadecimal number and that is converted into binary form. So processor works on hexadecimal numbers. Okay, but the programmer can also give the decimal number. Okay, so that will be binary coded decimal number. Decimal numbers are easier to work, but the better number is hexadecimal number. Why hexadecimal number? I told you several times in the contact classroom as well as in the labs that using 4-bit space you can have the maximum count 9999 in decimal numbers, means nearly 10,000, but using 4-bit space in the hexadecimal number you are having maximum count FFFF, which is 2 to the power 16, means 65,535 numbers. Okay, so with having the same number of space you are having 6.5 times more numbers in hexadecimal number system. That's why we use hexadecimal number system. Okay, so if I put 0, then that will be used hexadecimal number, and if I put 1, then decimal number will be used, but there is a limitation of decimal number that the count should be equal to or less than 9999. Okay, if the count is more than 4 digits, okay, then we need to use in that particular number in hexadecimal number. So first we need to convert that count in hexadecimal number. I will tell you this through an example. Okay, now for this time you just understand that if this bit is 0, this is the binary counter, means hexadecimal number, we are operating on hexadecimal number, and if this bit is 1, then we are operating on decimal numbers. And for the decimal number there is a range from 0000 to 9999. Apart from those bigger number from 9999, we need to work on hexadecimal numbers. Okay, now the two bits are remaining, RW1 and RW0. Okay, so again this is the facility given to the programmer. Okay, the count is given in 2 cycles as it is a 16-bit. Okay, now the processor, if these bits are 00, there is a counter latch command. Okay, as I told you that this read back command and counter latch command I will tell you in a separate lecture. Okay, now see, suppose counting is finished. Okay, and we have reached to the terminal count 0000. Okay, so now suppose we have reached to okay, I will tell you over here. Suppose we have reached to 0000. Okay, now we want to load a new count and suppose that new count is 7000. Okay, so what we need to load, we need to give this count in 2 cycles because the data bus of this 8254 is of only 8 bit. Okay, so first we'll give the lower byte and then we'll give the higher byte. Okay, now see here, for this particular count value, new count value, as when we have reached to terminal count, now the new count is to be loaded is 7000. So should we give 7000 or shall we give 70 only, because the last 2 bytes means lower bytes of these two counts are same. So why we need to give this count again? We can give directly this 70. Okay, but we need to inform 8254 that we are giving the higher byte only, otherwise it will wait for the lower byte. Okay, so we need to inform the 8254 that we are giving the higher byte only. And why we are giving the higher byte? Because the lower byte of this new count and the terminal count is same. We can take another example. Suppose we are doing this count. Okay, now we have reached to terminal count and our new count, I can put it 80. Okay, that new count is 0080. Okay, so instead of giving this full count, I can give the lower byte of count, because higher byte of this new count and this terminal count are same. Okay, so we need not to give this higher byte again, we can give the lower byte, but we need to inform the 8254 that we are giving the lower byte only. Okay, so how we inform the 8254? Through these two bits. Okay, RW1 and RW0. Okay, leave this 00, I will tell you in separate lecture. Now 01 means read write the least significant bit only, or we can least significant byte, yeah, we can say lower byte only. Okay, so read write lower byte only. Okay, so suppose we are giving the lower byte like in this example, so we need to put these bits 01. Okay, and if for this example, if we need to give only higher bytes, then we put these bits 10. Okay, it means read write higher bytes only, yeah, high significance bits only. Okay, so higher byte means these two numbers and lower bytes means these two numbers. Okay, and suppose the count, suppose we have reached the terminal count and our new count is of random number, suppose 4 2 5 6. So both the bytes are different. Okay, in new count, so we have to give this new count in 2 cycles. So we need to inform this 8254 by keeping these bits 1 1, that we are reading or writing the first, we are giving the lower byte and then higher byte. Okay, so in this we can keep these bits accordingly. Okay, so what are the bits of this command for this control word format? First 2 bits deciding the counter. Okay, next 2 bits, these 2 bits will decide whether we are giving the lower byte or higher byte, or first lower byte then higher byte. Okay, these bits will decide the mode, in which mode this selected counter will work. Okay, and this bit will decide the binary number or BCD number. Okay, either it is a binary counter or BCD counter. If it is a binary counter, means we are working in hexadecimal number, and if it is a BCD counter, then we are working in decimal number, and there is a limitation of decimal number that the maximum count is 9999. Okay, if the count is more than that 9999, then we need to work in hexadecimal number. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Thank you.